Hello everyone, and welcome back to Turn the Page, the channel that brings you biblical truth through fact and fiction. Today's episode is the continuation of last Friday's episode, where we read through the first half of the Ashwood Chronicles, chapter 1. Today we're going to read the last half of chapter 1, find out what's going on with Olivia, and how that chapter wraps up. So let's stop wasting time with this intro, and go ahead and get into the story. Wild eyes and untamed hair met her in the entryway. Cracked lips parted, revealing what few teeth were left in the mouth, and a raspy voice escaped, assaulting her sense of smell with decay and alcohol. The end is coming. All will perish. Repent, the end is upon us. Each sentence was spat out and punctuated with saliva, and just as quickly as he appeared, he was gone, staggering down the streets as fast as his injured leg would allow. Olivia shook her head as she walked down the street. It was sad to see Mr. Martin in that shape. He had been her Sunday school teacher for her elementary years, and she remembered him as a kind man. Losing his son had changed him. The more she thought about it, a lot of people in her town had changed over the years, and not for the better. It seemed that there was a steady decline in the character of people as of late, not only in her small town, but all over the world based off the news reports she had seen. She shrugged off the encounter and tried to focus her mind on her own problems as she waited for her ride. She had arranged for an Uber to pick her up after the appointment with the attorney. The app had alerted her that they were running late. It had stopped raining, but the scent of rain was still fresh in the air, and the clouds looked as though she was going to get an unwanted shower at any moment. Olivia felt a drop of water hit her arm as the clouds above began to release their burden. As the rain began to pelt her harder, her Uber screeched to a halt a few inches from the sidewalk she was standing on. She quickly opened the door and got in the back seat of the dark sedan just as the clouds lost control and the rain became a downpour. After confirming the address with the driver, Olivia tried to settle into the back seat and relax for the 15-minute ride home. The sour smell of the damp upholstery mixed with the awful music pumping out of the speakers made relaxing difficult. Olivia looked down at her feet for most of the ride, allowing the familiar sights of her small town to become a blur in the windows that were beginning to fog over. She allowed her eyes to close in thought as the drone of the road noise competed with the volume of the speakers. Olivia started at the sound of the driver's voice. "This you?" The driver pointed to the small house outside of his passenger window. "Didn't mean to scare you. I didn't realize you had nodded off." "Yes, it's me. I guess I was more tired than I realized," Olivia said as she felt heat spread across her cheeks. She hadn't meant to fall asleep and was more than a little embarrassed that she had. She gathered her belongings and got out of the vehicle. The rain had stopped for now, but it looked like it would be gloomy all day. The driver rolled down the passenger window and Olivia leaned in to settle her fare. "What do I owe you?" Her voice trailed off as she looked on in horror as the driver's eyes clouded over into pools of white and his face transformed into a face void of any emotion. Then he spoke.
"Sometimes you have to die if you want to truly live. Olivia."
Her name rang in her mind as the voice that wasn't human escaped the mouth of what had been a normal Uber driver just minutes ago. She felt her entire body go cold. The cold radiated through to her bones and drained her of all the strength she had. She began to tremble and felt tears fighting to escape her eyes, but was able to blink them away as reality came crashing back. "Hey lady, you okay?" The gruff New York accent brought Olivia out of her open-mouthed stare. "You look like you seen a ghost. You on something, lady?" The driver had his hand out, ready to receive payment for the ride. Olivia could not remember what he had said the total was, so she just handed him a $20 bill as she tried to process what had just happened. Was that reality just then, or was she losing her mind? Look, lady, I don't have change. Do I look like an ATM to you? It's fine, keep the change, Olivia said absent-mindedly. Hey, how did you know my name? I don't use it in the app. What are you talking about? I don't know it. Why do you think I keep calling you lady for? Sheesh, you small-town folks sure are a strange lot. With that, the driver rolled up his window and sped off, leaving Olivia standing at the end of her driveway. As she walked to the front door of her house, wrestling with her thoughts and emotions regarding what had transpired today, she didn't notice the curtains in the upstairs bedroom, her bedroom, were moving as if someone had just walked away from the window. What started out to be a rough morning had turned into a rough day. What Olivia didn't know was that her experiences today would pale in comparison to what the night had in store for her. Alright guys, well that was it for chapter 1 of the Ashwood Chronicles. So, we're done. The end. No, I'm just playing. We're not done because you still need to hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Hey, also, make sure to drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know maybe what you think is going to happen going forward, because there is a prize in it for you. I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity to win something. So leave those comments and I will enter everyone who leaves a comment into a drawing to win a free copy of Lifting the Veil, Signs and Symbols, the Deluxe Study Edition. It's easy, no difficult rules. Just leave a comment and you're entered in for a chance to win. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.